ya? Noxis Flak here, and welcome to another Pokémon Red version video playthrough. Today is going to be a big one. Right, we are going to beat, or attempt to beat, the Elite Four today. But, unfortunately, the beginning of this video is going to be a training montage. So, for you, the viewer, it shouldn't take very long, but for me, I am about to embark on the journey that nearly every Generation 1 through 3 Pokemon player has gone through, which is heavy grinding in Victory Road. So, without a further ado, let's begin the super fast forward with fun montage music that I will do in post. Alright, let's begin training.
I've got to buy it. I've got to buy it. Boom, boom, boom.
Alright. I think it's been 3.5 hours of training. I am so upset with the daycare man for letting me down. And let's make sure, oh, thank goodness there's 9 rare candy. Alright, we've done a couple things in that super fast forwarded time. J-Dog Triple G is now level 50 and now knows my favorite fire move, Flamethrower. Now that she has learned Flamethrower, we can use the Firestone on her. Who will J-Dog Triple G become? Arcanine. Almost the 4th legendary after the 3 birds if you know your deep Pokemon lore. Now we have 9 rare candies. Don't mess this up. We are giving them all to Treadstone. Treadstone is now level 47. If the daycare man had done his job, this wouldn't have taken so long. This is always my move in Generation 1. Save all the rare candies so that I can get this particular Pokemon to level 55. No spoilers for those who don't know what Treadstone's about to become. And here we go. Treadstone is trying to learn Hyper Beam. Yes. Goodbye, Thunder. Thunder and Blizzard are basically the same move. We're keeping Blizzard. Treadstone is evolving. And after this, our team is complete. Treadstone evolved into Dragonite. Alright everyone, we got all these items. We're going to buy a few more because we made some. If you watched closely the fast forward, I got quite a lot of training actually from the Elite Four. Which, when I was a kid, I wasn't smart enough to think of that. From here on, you face the Elite Four, one by one. If you win, a door opens to the next trainer. Good luck. This is a great time to save. We have 70 Pokemon in the Pokedex. Nearly half the Pokedex. Which, considering we weren't trying to fill, it's pretty good. Welcome to the Pokemon League. I am Lorelei of the Elite Four. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they are frozen solid. Ha ha ha. Are you ready? Always loved Ice. Ice is a cool type. I'm happy to have Jinx on the team. It's weird that she isn't better than Lance with her Ice typing. Treadstone going first didn't actually make too much sense. That was a mistake. Not actually that big of a deal, but definitely a mistake. So, Saucy Boy, come on out. Yes, Dugong wants immediately to rest, which is an interesting move, to say the least. We're going with a Thunderbolt because Dugong is ice and water. Yep. Just like Snorlax has the ability to sleep and heal, but the cost is it's now asleep, and you don't really. It's random when the Pokemon wakes up. Unless you cheese the game a bit and you use rest and you always carry a Pokeflute to wake them up. But the AI do not do that. So, woke up, and we got him. Alright. So our goal is to defeat the Elite Four for the rest of this week's video. This has been a long recording. It is going to feel very good when we win. And then next week will be the final Pokemon Red video on this channel. And we all know, if you've played your Generation 1, what comes after the Elite Four, what you have to do to really finish the story. I'm not going to say it, but you'll see it next week. Next week's video don't want to jinx it, but should be a much shorter one than this. Or at least from my point of view, this feels very long. I mean, I fast forwarded a huge chunk of this. Maybe this isn't that long for you. Yeah. They like using items, but Super Potion's really not that intimidating. Nope. Saucy Boy's been doing a great job. One of the best games in all of Generation 1, best moves in all of Generation 1, Earthquake. And I think Earthquake still holds its own, but like for the first 3 generations, I always thought like few moves really hold a candle to Earthquake. No, so Lapras is probably going to take Saucy Boy out, but that's fine. We have a whole bunch of revives we can use in between each battle. We've been saving certain items throughout this entire playthrough for the specific purpose of the Elite Four. A lot of other players, or when I was a kid playing this game, you would just use the revive willy-nilly, and I would say nope. That is for this group right at the end. But for next week's video, happy news, we're not going to be using Ultra Balls to catch the Legendary. We can finally use the Master Ball, so it shouldn't take as long. Although I think we got sort of lucky with Moltres and, oh my gosh. With Moltres and Articuno, it was just Zapdos that was really a problem for us. Man, Duck Sheep, you are confused. There we go. Yeah. There we go. How dare I? And then they give you, you're better than I thought. Go ahead. You only get a taste of the Pokemon League's power. So now we want to use, a Hyper Potion on Duck Sheep. We want to use a Revive on Saucy Boy. We don't want to use a full Revive unless it's like mid-battle. And then full heal. Health. There we go. Let's go to the next room. This is actually a habit, but once you start using those expensive items, you start to consider a save scum in the Elite Four if something really stupid happens, like, oh sorry, we will grind you down with our superior power, hoo-ha, I work out with my Pokemon. Sorry, I was ranting during his speech. Apologize for that. Here comes Bruno. Very nice. Yes, you know who's really great against fighting types? It's your boy Snore, Lola, also known as Jinx. And it's a one-hit wonder. We'll just keep her out. Da, na, 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 na. Yeah, so Onyx. World War II Ranger can take out Onyx. He is higher level, but Razor Leaf is almost always a critical and is a high damage grass move that's already super effective against Onyx. Yep, critical, yep. Yep, let's get Lola back out here. Machamp was my first ever Pokemon card that I got in kindergarten. It came in a blue tin and it is a holographic Generation 1 Machamp. It came in like a tin that had a whole deck in it. I remember getting it at the bus stop. It was like my if I remember correctly, it was my reward for being brave enough to ride the bus to school because I was scared because I had to wear a uniform at my private school, but we piggybacked on the public school bus, and the public school kids pointed, laughed at my uniform. It was a whole thing. So anyway, he was my first Pokemon card when I was 6. My job is done. Go face your next challenge. I don't think anyone's hurt. We're just going straight into it. So this gym leader is kind of like the ghosty lady, and psychic is the best solution. I am Agatha. Oak's taken a lot of interest in you, child. That old Duff was once tough and handsome. That was decades ago. Now he just wants to fiddle with his Pokedex. He's ugly now. He's wrong. Pokemon are for fighting. Noxis Flak. I'll show you a real trainer and how they fight. Okay. She thinks Oak is handsome. Excuse me, was handsome. So Gengar, cool Pokemon, so I am in the minority. I think Haunter is cooler looking than Gengar. That does not mean I don't think Gengar is cool looking. I just think Haunter looks cooler than Gengar. You know, Haunter looks like a legit ghost. Like, why does Gengar have feet? I don't think other people care as much as me about this, but here I am. Hello, Golbat. Eat ice! Oh, what? There we go. Lola's really pulling her weight here. Haunter. Now check this out. Way cooler looking. That thing is terrifying. That is a ghost Pokemon, right? Like, and again, like you have to get Gengar if you can. The stats are so much better, but this, it's just Haunter looks cooler. Arbok. Cobra spelled backwards. We are using a lot of psychic power points. I am going to need to remember to use an ether onto Lola's psychic at the end of this battle. So you shouldn't lead with Dream Eater. You need to be asleep for that. What are you doing? Nightshade's a good move. That's a solid move. Very nice. Oh, you're something special, child. You win. I see what the old Duff sees in you now. I have nothing else to say. Run along now, child. Alright, so now we want to do a ether. You telling me we only have max potions? Oh, this feels very wasteful. Next room. So the next room is the 4th member of the Elite Four. So this should be the last person we have to battle. Ha ha ha. Alright, now this I already know because I've been playing this game since 1998. This is a dragon type trainer. Who better to use than Lola? Ha! I've heard about you, Noxis Flak. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Trainer. You know that dragons are mythical Pokemon. They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They're virtually indestructible. Well, are you ready to lose? Your league challenge ends with me, Noxis Flak. This beat, the first time you heard it as a kid when you made it this far, went so hard. Oof, that's no good. Can we not die? They didn't listen. Okay. So I'm actually going to go Treadstone, Dragon Rage, and then let's keep fighting with Treadstone. But when the time comes, we may need to revive Lola mid-battle. So Blizzard is an ice move, and ice is super effective against dragons. But Blizzard can miss, so keep that in mind. Okay, we're getting lucky. Generation 1 loved making you miss, so doing good so far. And happy to see Dragonite get some serious action in this battle. Alright, Aerodactyl. So this is a cool Pokemon. You have to get him by reviving a fossil. One of the extinct Pokemon. And looks like a pterodactyl, kinda. You know, with some artistic license. Ah, Treadstone, this is all your own fault. I'm not gonna be. Oh, what a waste of Aerodactyl's Hyper Beam. We'll go Saucy. If I remember correctly, yeah. So Generation 1 is a little different for Aerodactyl's typing. Let's see how this goes. Yep. Oh, nice. There's Dragonite, the Pokemon we were already using, so he's probably like, whoa, this guy's pretty strong. So Thunderbolt's still going to be super effective because he is Dragon and Flying. Oh, Generation 1 made me look like a liar. First of all, I'm an idiot, which is different than a liar. See how this Surf does, if it's serviceable. No. Alright, since you're doing that, so we're going to go Max Revive on Lola. Now, we're not going to switch to her. We're going to keep fighting with Saucy Boy until he takes us out. Hate that. Oof. So his defense is maxed. Gotta love a good crit. So this, I'm using strength because it's not, you know, it's not very effective. Oh, another crit. I bet he's gonna use an item. Yep. I'm kind of upset. Now he's gonna go super fast. He's gonna get 2 attacks on me. Alright, so Slam was... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, was that a crit? Oh. Letting him set up like this was the problem. Fire Blast. And it's a crit. That's what I was hoping for. We did it. That's it. I hate to admit it, but you are the Pokemon Master. I still can't believe my dragons lost to you, Noxis Flak. You are now the Pokemon League champion. Or you would have been? But you have one more challenge ahead. You have to face another trainer. His name is Who Am I? He beat the Elite Four before you. He is the real Pokemon League champion. Alright, so we got some stuff to do here. So we got to do Revive, Treadstone. So right now we're just healing the team. In we go. Hey, I was looking forward to seeing you, Noxis Flak. My rivals should be strong to keep me sharp. While working on Pokedex, I looked all over for powerful Pokemon. Not only that, I assembled teams that would beat any Pokemon type, and now I'm the Pokemon League champion. Noxis Flak, do you know what that means? I'll tell you. I'm the most powerful trainer in the world. Who Am I always had a big head and bad hair. Please let me know in the comments below how much you hate Who Am I? Question mark. Let's do it. Pidgeot is up, level 61 now. Lola may be lower level, but Lola knows a move called Ice Beam. Ice Beam is still one of my favorite Pokemon moves. Mirror move can be okay. It's just like it's normally a super effective move against you, but not the person that you mirrored it against. I don't know. Alakazam. Okay, here we go. Probably going to be the hardest one on his team. I think after we beat Alakazam, we're good. Lola, come on, let's get some ice out there. After this, I would go with Treadstone against him. That's fine, that's fine. I think that's probably it for us. Oh, you got lucky? Wait, I must have forgotten something. Alright, I think it's all downhill from here. I don't want to jinx it, though. Yeah. Rhydon will fight Saucy Boy. Very similar Pokemon types. Very similar move pools. This is going to be exciting. Oh, you're higher level than me? Welcome to the Earthquake. I bet he knows Earthquake. Stab and super effective, and it wasn't enough. The Horn Drill did nothing! Earthquake number 2. Here we go. Da, da, da. Oh, whoa. He's got... Yep. Okay. Alright. We're going to use Surf this time. Oh, critical. I was wondering why that happened. Okay. That works. Executor, it's time for you to meet Flame Boy. And, of course, J-Dog is a girl, but J-Dog Triple G. Executor is one of my favorite Pokemon. I always regret not using him, but since we chose Venusaur in this playthrough, I wasn't using him. I love the Grasp Psychic typing. He's got a lot of fun, very unique move pools. that I like using. Alright, we're going straight to the Poke Flute. I have no problem doing that. That's funny. Barrage and a unique egg move where you're throwing eggs at someone. Gyarados, you know, you need Saucy Boy. So Gyarados, great Pokemon. Great Pokemon. Unbelievable stats. Great story. Super weak goes to super strong. Times 4 weakness to electricity because it is flying and water type. And it really should be dragon water. All these years I think it should have been dragon water. Are you going to take Saucy Boy now? Because that way I think would have been better. It also would have been a lot harder to beat because whenever you see one, it's just use an electric move. I say all this and it made me faint, but you get my point. It's time to show off the dragon. Hyper Beam! Blah, 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 blah. There it is. Yeah, no. The dragons are fighting, which is funny because we all know that Charizard is not considered a dragon until in X and Y you could Mega Evolve into one type of dragon. Finish him. We could do that. I just want to finish it with a Hyper Beam because Hyper Beam's such a fun move. Nice. Noxis Flak defeated. Who am I? Because who am I is awful. No, this can't be. You beat my best after all that work to become league champ. My reign is over already. It's not fair. Wah. Why? Why did I lose? I never make any mistakes raising my Pokemon. Darn it, you're the new league champion, although I don't like to admit it. Oak? Noxis Flak? So you won. Congratulations, you're the new Pokemon League champion. You've grown up so much since you first left with Bulbasaur. Noxis Flak, you have come of age. Who am I? I'm disappointed. I came when I heard you beat the Elite Four. But when I got here, you had already lost. Who am I? Do you understand why you lost? You have forgotten to treat your Pokemon with trust and love. Yeah, who am I? You forgot. Without them, you will never become a champ again. Noxus Flak, you understand that your victory was not just your own doing. The bond you share with your Pokemon is marvelous. Noxus Flak, come with me. Smell you later. Sorry, okay. Congratulations, Noxus Flak. This floor is the Pokemon Hall of Fame. Pokemon League champions are honored for their exploits here. Their Pokemon are also recorded in the Hall of Fame. Noxus Flak, you have endeavored hard to become the new League champion. Congratulations, Noxus Flak. You and your Pokemon are Hall of Famers. Oh man, first time seeing this when I was a kid. This is Itchy Boy Snorlax. We couldn't change his name because it was a trade. J-Dog Triple G, Arcanine. Treadstone, Dragonite. Dragonite is my favorite Pokemon, by the way. Well, it's tied. World War II Ranger as Venusaur. Dragonite and Lantern are my two favorite Pokemon. I can't pick one. Saucy Boy, Nidoking. Absolute baller of a Generation 1 Pokemon. Duck Sheep 88 as Poliwrath. Awesome Pokemon. I've never played through with Poliwrath before. Noxus Flak playtime 21 hours and 13 minutes. Very good. Go fish for some marine Pokemon. And now the credits will run. Pokemon Red version stat. So when I was a kid, and I know now that this is not appropriate, I would always try to pronounce the Japanese names with like a Japanese accent, and I don't think that's appropriate. But I was 6. Satoshi Tajiri! Like, I don't know, I just thought that was fun to do. but it's a really small list of. This team was pretty small, and the guys making this game had no idea how big this would get. And this game largely is responsible. This and Tetris are largely responsible for making the Game Boy and all of the succeeding game systems afterwards so popular. I don't know if the translator is here. But the translator is largely credited for a lot of the, like a lot of changing a lot of things in the actual dialogue from the. I think that was it. I think it was Knob. Yeah, Knob. I watched a whole YouTube video about Knob and how he actually changed certain things that wouldn't make cultural sense in America, and he took some licensing. Yeah, it was interesting. The end. Well, not exactly. We have one more video next week, Friday at 9 a.m. And we will do what you're supposed to do at the end of Pokemon Red. Now, I never really knew if the game saved for you, so I can't help it. I have to like go in and make sure. Yep, we're home. Alright. So, we have now caught 70 Pokemon. We've seen 140. There's only 151 in the game. And we're going to see a couple more next week. Right? We have been playing for 21 hours and 15 minutes. We have all 8 gym badges, and we have 31,000 Poké Dollars. This is going to be the second to last video of Pokemon Red, and after we finish Pokemon Red, I have set up a new 3DS XL with a 3DS capture card installed, so I won't need to do this filming with a phone anymore, and we will have perfect video recording quality. No more, oops, I hit the camera, like that. No more, you know, lighting issues and everything else that we've dealt with. So I am very much looking forward to that. So only one more video with this awful settings. We're going to go catch the final legendary of Generation 1. I'll see you all in the next one, and don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for making it this far.